Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome to episode 7 of my Madden NFL 19 series. This episode is a bit of a homecoming, because for those who don't know, back in Madden 16, I also did a quarterback career mode, and in there I started off with the Redskins, and I played out my contract, but the Redskins really weren't going anywhere, at least in that franchise, and so as a result, when my contract was up, I tested free agency, and I ended up signing with the Atlanta Falcons. While there, I was already like 4 or 5 seasons in, so my quarterback had a really good overall. We ended up setting a bunch of records. We ended up winning a Super Bowl or two. It was a lot of fun, and so as a result, I have a lot of memories here with the Falcons and in this stadium. So here for Madden 19, we're going back. It's a bit of a homecoming, and it's going to be a pretty interesting game as well, because even though we lost our previous game, which I don't want to talk about, I'm so... that ending, man. We've had so many crazy endings in this series so far. But because of that ending, the Giants have fallen to 4-2, which I'm still happy that we're 4-2 to begin with, but we're now 4-2. But the Falcons here, right? They are 5-1. Like, they have a really good team as well, though it's got to be said, their defense is not as good as the Eagles' defense. And so as a result, we may actually be able to run the ball here a little bit, which would be pretty fantastic. But for the first play, we are not... Oh, there we go. Get off me, man. And... oh, you couldn't tiptoe that. You couldn't tiptoe that. That would have been such an awesome way to start off the game. But the Falcons have an injury already, which I am personally very happy about. Let's go for the flanker drive. That was OBJ as well. Like, I can see maybe some of these 70 overall receivers not having the awareness to go for a tiptoe catch there. But OBJ, he should have had that, man. But regardless, let's get it going here. We got Gallup coming across. And who cares about Gallup? We've got... oh, no,
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
So I made a really bad decision there by trying to force the ball to OBJ, because I thought that the linebacker was eventually going to go cover Gallup, but no, he didn't. He kept going back there for OBJ, and then Gallup must have heard me, because he makes a crazy catch and then keeps on going. Imagine, for a second, I love how he's showing OBJ as the guy that got the catch. Like... that was the craziest play, man. Like, if that would have been a touchdown, that would have topped Evan Ingram's touchdown from a couple of games ago as the craziest touchdown that I've ever had in my very, very long history playing the Madden franchise. Let's try to run the ball here with Saquon Barkley. Let's try and get my man involved here. There he goes. You're not going to take him down that easy, boys. You're not going to take him down that easy. It is 2nd and 7. I would like to go for his slants here, just to try and pick up an easy first. Fire that in. There you go. Gallup again. Dude, I am loving Gallup right now. Gallup is... he has filled in so well for Shepard that I'm actually pretty excited about Shepard coming back, because once Shepard's back, that means Gallup's going to be there in the slot. We're going to have 3 really awesome receivers. Ooh. All right. They're bumping up on us. They're showing blitz, but if there's one thing I've learned playing Madden 19, it's that they never actually seem to blitz. Like, the majority of the time, they fake a blitz. So we're going to call them on it. We're going to call a play fake. And it seemed to work. Oh, someone catch that. Okay. I wanted to try and get that up there, but apparently I didn't have the throw power to get it ahead of him. That's kind of frustrating. What do we do now here, though? 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Ooh, the China Smash. I like China Smash because we can potentially hit Ingram downfield. And it looks like it's going to be just him versus the strong safety. Maybe OBJ on the corner, but look at where their defenders are positioned there on the back line. I don't think most of those routes are going to be there. So let's send Shepard on a slant. There we go. We can have him kind of be a backup receiver, if you will, if Ingram isn't there. And Ingram's going to be wide open. I had to throw it early. What a catch! I had to throw that early because of the blitz before he was even done with his route. And he ends up making a really goofy play where he doesn't even actually look at the ball. But regardless, we're going to forget about that. Gosh, they keep trying to force me to attack them in the air. Like right now, I just want to run the football. That's it. But they keep putting so many people in the box that it's almost impossible for me to even try. I remember early in the season, we could run the ball with Saquon Barkley all the time. Like, we were getting him 20-plus carries a game, and it was fantastic. But now it seems like every defense we play, they are so hell-bent on stopping Saquon Barkley that we can't even do that. And that's really unfortunate. Now, they're actually dropping everyone back here. So we're going to go for the easy play there, just to try and get some yards back and make it a much more manageable 3rd down. 3rd and 8 from the 20-yard line. I mean, regardless of what happens, we should... let's not jinx ourselves here, but we should walk away with 3. I kind of like the verts here. The fade out looked okay, but I kind of like the verts. If they keep bumping up everybody, I feel like we're going to be able to go over their heads. But that depends on what that linebacker wants to do against Engram here. How about this? OBJ, I'll just have you coming across. It's going to take him a while to actually be across the yard line, but that's okay. We're going to have some time to work with, I imagine. And there it is. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, look at OBJ go. I love how this team does not give up so easy. Like, they always seem to fight a little bit, you know? They don't usually just get cracked and go down. We're going to go for his slants, I think, here. We got Shepard there in the slot. Gallup over there on the right side. Gallup might be there. We'll see. And I'm not really liking a lot of these choices, so we're going to take it ourselves. I pressed to celebrate. Are we actually going to celebrate? Oh, we do. A little bit of dance there. Okay. That was actually the first ever rushing touchdown for Joe Nero here in Madden 19, which is, again, a bit of a throwback to Madden 16, because I actually scrambled a lot more in that series. This time around, I'm actually throwing the ball quite a bit because I actually have good receivers for a change. But, yeah, bit of a flashback play right there. I like it. Especially, you know, Falcons, Mike Vick, that whole kind of thing going on there. So that was pretty cool to get a rushing touchdown right there, especially the very first one of my career. But it looks like old Matty Ice and Julio Jones were able to match us as they drove down and got their own touchdown. Not what we're hoping for. Really hoping for the defense to hold a bit more there. But now let's try and get Saquon Barkley involved yet again. There you go, Saquon. Break that tackle, but no, stay on your feet, man. And, oh, dude, Trufant's injured. I don't know how Trufant got hurt there, but Trufant is hurt. And that may mean some very big things in the passing game for us, boys. That's like their star defender. Like, that's like their star corner, guys. Like, that's a pretty big deal. That's a really big deal that he got injured. Let's hope he's out for the rest of the game. If he's out for the rest of the game, that would be huge for us. That would really be big. What do we do here, boys? Honestly, I want to keep on trying to pound the rock a bit. Let's go for tight end seams, and then we're going to go ahead and audible that into a run play. Maybe not, man. I mean, right now, they're really showing blitz with the linebackers, and most of the time, as you guys know, they're bluffing. But if they actually are, then Engram's going to be open. Or if Engram's not there, then Gallup may be in a pure one-on-one. And no, they faked it. They faked it. Oh, my goodness. That was caught. They faked it. That was a really good play. Like, spectacularly played by the defense. But that was a perfect throw. And above all else, that was a perfect catch. I did lob it above him. Like, you can, of course, modify your passes by using the left bumper or the left trigger to make it go high or low. And I definitely tried to throw over the defense, but my freaking goodness. I can't believe he caught that. That was absurd. All right. Now, we should actually be able to run the ball here. All right, Barkley. Let's get some yards, buddy. All right, never mind. I mean, 5 carries, 16 yards. I'm fine with it. I want a more balanced approach. I am not giving up on the run game. I am not going to give up on it. We're going to keep on trying to run. This looks all right. Looks all right. They literally have 3 people on the left side of the field. So we pick up our backup blocks. We should be fine. There you go. I mean, perfect, man. This is what we're after right now. Now, we go for the hurry up, and then we go for the tight end seams. Just like before, but we're going to have to see what those... I'm not sure it's going to be here this time, boys. Safety looks like he's really going to be focusing on Engram. We'll look for it. Yeah, Engram's not there. But OBJ was there. The moment I go to throw there, freaking Beasley gets through. Even though Trufant's hurt, they still got Beasley. So, that's going to be pretty tough for us. That's definitely going to be pretty tough. Let's go for a dagger. I think we go for a dagger. I think we have Saquon Barkley block for us here. And we see about hitting OBJ. Let's see. He's there. No, he actually wasn't, because freaking dude, you think he's a linebacker, but he's like everything. Like, Beasley is like, it's so good. Actually, was that actually Beasley? No. Beasley's 44. That was 45. Either way, he's such a good linebacker. Now we're 3rd and 17. It's not looking great, but we'll see what we can do just to get a little bit of yards back, get ourselves closer for a field goal. That's my goal right there. I'm just so frustrated that the drive ended up fizzing out there at the end. Like, we were doing so well, and then, like, 1 or 2 bad decisions, and now the entire drive's over. That's frustrating. But But our kicker has proven time and time again that he's the best in the league and makes all of his kicks. And actually, I think he's missed maybe one the entire season. He made a 57-yarder, I think, during week 2. I forget the exact, the games, as you get further on in the season, a lot of the games start to blur together a little bit, but he did kick a 57-yard field goal, which was absurd, and our defense has held, so we do still have the lead, and so now, if we can extend that lead, that would be freaking huge for our team. Almost a good block there. If that would have actually been a good block, then easy first down for sure. I'm actually going to call this here. 1, all right. And wide open is Gallup. Oh! He gets right back up. He doesn't care. He's just happy to be here. He's just happy to be here. As am I. As am I. I'm having a lot of fun with this series, man. I think a big part of it, too, is the fact that the Browns actually won their game this week against the Jets. Like, I'm just so ecstatic about that. It's reigniting my passion for football, seeing the Browns actually doing things. Ah, no. Trufant's back in. You can see him over there on the left-hand side. All right, so maybe Beckham's not going to be there, but Shepard should be. Wide open. I mean, it's not great because we're not getting a lot of yards out of it, but, I mean, I'll take those plays. I'll definitely take those plays. Now, I would like to see about Gallup here. I like this a lot, boys. Actually, hold on. Shepard, can I just have you going? We'll send both of them deep, I suppose. I like Gallup on that corner, but if not, we're going to have to wait for Barkley out of the backfield, I think. Depending. And he's there! Oh, and Gallup couldn't hold on. Good defense. I mean, the guy was like right there on him, but if he could have held on to that, that could have been a very, very big play. What do we do here now, boys? What do we do here? I like the idea of the halfback option. I do. Let's call it to the other side, I guess. I like the idea of paying Barkley out of the backfield here. We can do what we did earlier and send OBJ on the slant and then wait a long time for him to actually be across the yard marker there. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right, they're blitzing linebacker. Okay, they're leaving OBJ wide open. That play's actually been there a couple times so far this game. I'll take that. I'll take that every time. Ooh, play action comebacks. This is a classic play. Like, we're talking about Madden 16 quite a lot here in this episode. This, to Sam Nunley, was one of the biggest plays that we had. I would love for it to work again, man. Against cover 2, forget about it. And he's kind of there, but I'm not going to force that. And he drops that too. Come on, Lewis Jr. That play used to work so much, but you have to have a really good and fast slot receiver, and we don't really have that. Like, most of my receivers that aren't OBJ and aren't Sterling Shepard hover around the 74, 75 overall mark, somewhere in there, right? Like, they're all decent. They're not bad, but they're not, big play guys, really, I mean, so, and none of them are particularly fast either, so we kind of find ourselves in a situation where it's hard to get those big plays off. Here, we're doing what we did earlier. I'm looking for Lewis Jr. to start, but if he's not there, OBJ probably will be. And OBJ. Oh, and he actually got past Jones. And we'll call one of our timeouts now. I mean, we have 52 seconds. That's an eternity in Madden time. But we'll just, we got our timeouts here. OBJ, 3 catches for 47 yards so far. Very nice. Now here, my first instinct, and it's so stupid, my first instinct is like, okay, let's start running the football. Let's not do that. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's look for a big play downfield of sorts, and I think the slot post angle is exactly what we're looking for. We got Shepard there in the middle. Gallup in a pure... Gallup, how would you like to be a hero? If you beat the bump and run here, dude, you're gone. You will be gone. Oh my gosh! I wish I could have... I don't know how I underthrew him there. We'll call another timeout just for the sake of it. The guy didn't even touch him. He just ran by him. What a play, boys. What a play. Well, now we actually find ourselves in a pretty interesting situation. I would like to go single back 2 tight ends, please. And we'll go... We'll go for halfback blunt dive, I suppose. I would like to see about possibly being able to run this in. It's the safest thing we can possibly do, but we definitely need to have 2 tight ends for it to work properly. Let's call it up. Get up there, bud. Okay, let's just, no block for our guy. That's fine. All right, go for a quick slants, I suppose. I'm worried. I'm always worried about throwing interceptions here on these quick slants in the goal line. I hate that so much. And like right there, that should have been a pick. Like that was really dumb of me because all they have to do is drop their linebackers back in coverage. There's so little space to work with that, you know, that play's either money, like it'll work perfectly, or it will not work whatsoever. Like there's very little wiggle room there. What do we do here, guys? What do we do? The dagger. I like the dagger, but we are going to have to call some hot routes here because this play is designed to be a pretty deep play. And as a result, they're in man coverage. I think OBJ is probably going to be there on this just in case. I want Shepard running it in. Smart route in. And here we go. Now we're going to scramble. Now I saw how open he is. I couldn't throw it. I tried to throw it right there, too. I tried to throw it. Gosh, that was just really good defense. And he actually got through on me. I mean, you can see here in slow motion. Shepard was about to be open. Right there as he's making his cut, he was open. But at that point, I'm starting to scramble because they got through. And apparently Saquon Barkley's not all that good at blocking. And I tried to throw it last second, so I wouldn't lose a bunch of yards. But, you know, not much I could actually do. Well, here I'm hoping they call a timeout. Okay, I was wondering how they were going to handle that. The AI, so the coach, called the timeout there. I mean, he could have waited to the very last second. That would have been a smart thing to do. But he called the timeout. It looks like we're going to boot the 3. And barring some sort of a crazy kick return, we're going to go into the half up 13-7. So pretty happy about that, I suppose. There we go, 13-7. Halftime happened. We gave them the ball. Apparently, they did 3 and out. They punted off to us. And now we have the ball here on the 20-yard line, which gives us the perfect opportunity to try to get Saquon Barkley back involved. Like, I want him to be a big part of this offense, but we're struggling to get that going, you know? We're struggling. Cut this to the left. I mean, we got all the blockers are there. Get upfield, bud. Come on, don't get tackled by a guy who's being blocked. Come on, man. That's frustrating. Like, when stuff like that happens, it's like, dude, come on. Just slightly move to the left. Don't get tackled by a guy who literally has a man blocking him, you know? And going underneath. Oh, come on, Gallup. Come on, man. Now you're just making me look bad. Well, now what do we do? Now what do we do? There's actually a lot we could do. I guess we go for the skinny post.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far.
We're 2 for 4 on 3rd down, which is not exactly great. But here, I bet you they're going to do the same thing they've been doing this whole freaking game, which is painfully frustrating. They're going to drop all their linebackers back in the coverage, which is going to perfectly block these inside routes. Oh! And, of course, you drop it. All right. Apparently, we were a little rusty. Yeah, apparently we all took a nap. You know, they're at halftime in the locker room. We're all getting rested up, you know, getting our massages and stuff. And now we're all just, we're waking up, right? Knocking the rust off. Okay. There we go, team. There we freaking go. So, check the yard marker if you guys don't know why I'm so ecstatic right now. Going for an inside zone, I suppose. It looks like we got an interception or a fumble or something. And now we have the ball here on the 29-yard line. Let's get a freaking touchdown here, team. Come on, man. Let's get this going. Let's do a hurry up. Do we have a good play fake? I would love a good play action pass here. Play action power-o. This was a money play back in Madden 16 to the tight end, but it's not so much of a money play here in this game that I'm noticing. Okay, he got right through. I can't even get the pass off. He got through so freaking quickly, team. Can we get some blocking, please? That's frustrating. That is frustrating. Well, what we're going to do here, guys, I freaking hate to do it, but stats be damned. You know, stats be damned. I'm here to win football games, and the best way to do this, honestly, is to pick up some yardage best we can. All right, we're just going to drop that pass, too. We're just going to keep on dropping all our passes and not blocking. I just wanted to get some yardage to make the field goal kick easier, because I don't think we can actually make a field goal from this range. I mean, he has done it in the past, but we're talking about a 53-yarder right now. But then again, we're also inside. Let's see if he makes it, I guess. And of course he does. Why wouldn't he? He is so freaking good. It's actually absurd. Let's go for an inside zone here out of the shotgun. Let's try to mix up the run plays here a little bit. It's definitely been a very lackluster game here offensively for our team. It seems like we just can't really get many things going. I mean, Saquon's been doing a pretty good job on the ground, but I mean, definitely not the craziest game he's ever had, you know? And the receivers are dropping lots of passes. Linemen are having trouble holding their blocks. It's been, we're having mental errors right there, where instead of just cutting up field for the easy first, oh, he actually got the first. I thought they were going to call that short. But right there, he should have cut up field a little bit. It seems like so many little mental errors are happening here in this game. I think the team's awful demoralized that I got sacked and fumbled in the end zone in overtime to lose not only the game, but lose control of the division to the Eagles on Thursday night. I think my whole team is still having trouble dealing with that there. There you go. That's my kind of run play right there, right up the middle, lower the shoulder, smash mouth football. I freaking love that, man. I love that so much. We're going to try it twice. We're going to try it twice. We're going to see if Saquon can do it again. Ooh, what are they doing here? Sending a corner on the blitz. Actually, it's a linebacker, but we should be fine. Even though I think he's really quick, but I don't think he's going to be able to get there so quick that he's going to hit Saquon in the backfield. He got the tackle because Saquon, instead of just running upfield, had to sit there and juke around a little bit. Dude, just go north-south. Stop trying to make big plays. Ah, that's frustrating, man. All right. Yeah, I am looking at the O-line. They aren't exactly blocking very well this game. And dropping back. And Joe Nero. I'm sliding here. Or I guess diving forward, rather. 2 carries, 10 yards. I'll take it. Let's go for the halfback dive here out of this goofy pistol formation. I'm not a huge fan of it, but, I mean, we're rocking a 2-score lead right now. You know, even if they get a 2-point conversion, it's still a 2-score lead. And so, I mean, smart football says run the ball with Saquon Barkley. You know, he's not getting a lot of yards right now, but he's getting positive yardage pretty much every play, right? Ooh, play-action flanker? I like this potentially. Let's see what they want to do with their safety. If they bump up their free safety, I really like OBJ's chances here. What even is this defense? Like, they have 2 guys over there covering him. That's just so weird. I don't like it. We're going to run. Actually, instead of running, apparently we're going to let the third quarter run out, man. I've been playing Madden for so long. Hey, they have the dome open. So I've been playing Madden for so long, and still, I'm always surprised when the quarter end happens, or like a 2-minute warning happens. Like, I focus so little on the clock until it's like under 2 minutes that little things like that happen. But let's see what we got here. It's a second and 3. This should be a pretty easy play, you would think. Do we dare? I want to try a counter. I would love to try a counter play. I want to try to open up our run playbook rather. But the issue is, if it doesn't work, it typically goes very, very poorly for us, right? Like, if they don't hold their blocks here, we're probably going to hit in the backfield. And get up. No, dude. Barkley, cut to the left. The play is designed to go to the left, not in the middle, not to the right. The left was there. It was there the whole time. Like, oh, Saquon Barkley, I love ya. I love ya. We're looking for Ingram here. Maybe OBJ, but mostly Ingram. And wide open Evan Ingram. And he's going to have some blockers. There you go, buddy. There you go. I mean, 14 of 23, buck 98. I mean, these are bad numbers, you know, in my opinion. No, I'm not a big fan of that. Play action power-o. I like it. I want to see about Ingram downfield. If not, OBJ? Probably not OBJ, but probably Gallup, maybe. We'll see. I want to see about Ingram, though. It really seems like Ingram's going to be there on this corner, depending on the pass blocking. Oh, forget him. Forget him. We have another tight end on our team. they just forgot all about him, I guess. They're like, screw it. We'll leave him open. All right, 200 yards, and time to go back to the well. Let's see. Let's try a counter. Let's try the counter again. Let's see if Saquon Barkley learns what going to the left means. There's actually a huge hole right there, right where we want to go. So, Saquon, hit the hole. The play is designed to go to the left. This is why I don't try new things. This right here. This is why I only call dives and slams and ISOs. That's why right there. Wherever you try something fancy, it just... What the heck, dude? Like, play action post shot. Play action post shot. Okay, never mind. Screw the play action. Yeah, forget that whole thing. Because right now it's showing OBJ not being covered. He's going to be covered by a linebacker, I imagine, but... All right. And I see you waving your hand. I saw how open you were. I just wanted to wait for a more open route downfield, but it's so hard not to hit the wide open receiver right there, you know? It's the very definition of a bend but don't break defense. That's what they're doing right now, it seems like. All right, I like the 4 verts here, and then do what we did earlier when it comes to OBJ. Oh, and they're actually playing back off him, so potentially, that slant route that he's running is going to be there. And it's there. It's out the way. Oh, my goodness. What a play. I didn't catch his name earlier, but whoever number 45 is, he's absurd. He's making some big plays. I can't. Jones? Okay, yeah. Look at this, dude. Freaking gym class hero here. So yet another field goal for the Giants. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm happy that we're winning. Like, we're getting out of here to win. Our defense, our defense played spectacularly this entire game. We're going to cut this to the left because they're definitely trying to stuff the box here. But I'm disappointed that I'm not really a big part of this win. Like, I'm playing like I'm Alex Smith out here. I'm being a game manager. I'm not being a big-time player, you know? And I don't like that. There you go, J. Stu. I want to be throwing touchdowns. I want to be balling the ball downfield to OBJ. I want to be handing off to Saquon Barkley and having him get tons and tons of yards. And none of that really happened this game. I mean, every Sunday is different. I mean, that's the phrase, any given Sunday. But man, it feels weird, you know? They should be an easy first for Jonathan Stewart. Come on, buddy. Get upfield. Oh, what is face mask? They're cheering, though, so it's probably on us still. We probably got holding, even though no one blocked. Yeah. You can always tell by how the crowd reacts.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
And they got an injury there, too. Oh, they actually... Okay, well, they could have just... Well, that's odd. I mean, wouldn't that have been 4th down? They stopped us. But instead of taking, like, the guaranteed 4th, they instead decided to accept the penalty, it seems like, and make us redo the 3rd down, but from this time, like, 11 yards out. That is interesting. I'm randomly looking... I want to see if OBJ is going to be there in a one-on-one. We'll see. Oh, nope. Good catch, Gallup. Not quite past the line of scrimmage, but whatever. I wanted to see OBJ there. It looked like maybe there's going to be a little something there. Do you guys see the Vikings are 1-6 there? Goodness gracious. I actually haven't looked at a lot of the standings. I'm actually saving every game. I like to look at before every game rather. I like to look at the roster of, the defense I'm about to be playing against. And let's see. I thought they were going to run out the clock there, but we end up getting the ball back. I like to look at the defense that we're going to be playing against, but I haven't really looked a lot into the stats, like who's leading the league and what. I haven't really looked into the standings or anything like that. I'm saving that for the bye week special, which if you guys are new to my Madden series, I always do an episode called the bye week special when it's time for us to have our bye week. And instead of playing a game, we just look at stats. Dude, go up the middle, Saquon. He's making some terrible reads. But, we look at the stats of what's going on in the season. We look at the standings. We look at the records, the players of the week. We look at pretty much everything and just see what's happening within the context of the season. And they usually are the lower viewed episodes compared to some of the other ones because not everyone cares about all the stats. They maybe just want to watch some football. But people that are super into this series, it's fun to see what's happening. Like, for example, Baker Mayfield is indeed starting for the Browns here, and I think the Browns are doing okay. Last I saw, they were like maybe 3-2, something like that. Nothing crazy, but they're there. They're out there. They're doing stuff, and yeah. Okay. Snap the ball. I wanted to see about maybe making a big play there or something to OBJ, but he wasn't there, so I just dumped off underneath. So yeah, I'm not sure when our bye week is. I'd have to go look when the Giants' bye week is, but yeah, we gotta win, but I don't feel like I earned it. It was one of those games where I personally feel like it was not my best game, not our team's best game. Lots of drop passes, lots of really, really bad reads from the running back, which he's a rookie. He'll get better. But really, our defense had 2 takeaways and held them to 7 points. Like, it really wasn't all that hard, especially when you're coming off a week where you had to take on the Eagles, and the Eagles were putting up points constantly. And, yeah, so I guess sort of anticlimactic, but at the same time, in terms of my homecoming, Joe Nero ended up beating the Falcons. So, I mean, I've won many games in this stadium, and I guess that's just another one. Matt Ryan, Matty Ice here, went 18 of 32 for 210 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. Let's just change this to Giants. I went 19 of 29, 240, touchdown, no picks. I mean, definition of a game manager, I suppose. 17 carries, 51 yards for Saquon Barkley. I tried my best to get him involved. I really did. And 26 of those yards, half of his yards were after contact. Like, he was constantly being met at the line of scrimmage. And that's partly due to the fact that my offensive line is decimated right now, man. Like, one of our right guards is on injured reserve, although I think he's a backup. Our starting center is currently hurt, and our starting left tackle is currently hurt. So our offensive line is really, really decimated right now. And as a result, we are having a hard time getting anything going in the run game. But Michael Gallup, so close to a 100-yard game there, but 6 for 98 for him, 5 for 60 for Evan Ingram. OBJ, 3 for 47. Were those all in the opening drive? I know they were early on in the game. Wow, OBJ didn't really get involved that much this week. 2 for 9 for Russell. Jonathan Stewart, 1 for 11. Ellison there, 1 for 11, 1 for 4 for Barkley. And then nothing for Lewis because he had a drop. In fact, drops were kind of like the tail of the tape today. We had a lot of them. But ladies and gentlemen, let's see real quick. Lots of sacks going on here, and then freaking Janoris Jenkins there, getting 2 interceptions as well. Ultimately, this game got chalked up to defense, and you also have to chalk it up to Audric Rosas. How do you pronounce his last name? I have to look it up, but I should learn it because this guy has helped us so much throughout the entirety of the season. I mean, he's missed 1 kick all season. He seems automatic even from over 50 yards. Freaking so helpful. But ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have for you guys here in this episode. I hope you enjoyed episode 7 of my Madden NFL 19 playthrough. If you did enjoy the video, please drop me a rating, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.